Hello again. We're just going to finish off our deck recommendations and deck ideas. So we got stopped at Mage, I think. So let's just go to the Whizbang cards. Here we go. So we said that Mage, crafting as well. I mean, this is just a very good standalone card. This can fit into any Mage deck, I think. Yeah, and these two fit in with a Spell Mage deck. A Spell Only Mage deck. Okay, let's have a look at Paladin. Paladin don't have many cheap things, which is interesting. So that will not get them too carried away. Looking at the cards we've got here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a hand buff. Yeah, this is definitely a hand buff Paladin deck. And the auras as well can be pretty good. Yeah, so we've got this new aura here. Summon a random 6-cost minion, and if you buff your auras, then it lasts for 4 or 5 turns. It's pretty nice. It's a very new idea. Just you play that one card and you keep getting it automatic. It's a bit like Sargeras' Portal, I guess. But instead of lasting for the rest of the game, it lasts for 5 turns if you've double buffed your auras with this card here. You get a random 6-cost minion. Just wondering, is that a 6-cost minion where if it gets killed, you die in 3 turns? If it's still in the this current expansion, then that could be a downside, because that is a 6-cost minion. All right. Yeah, we'll say that was not a very good card. Summon a random Divine Shield, Rush, and Taunt minion from your deck. Okay, so that's a bit of like a cheating sort of card. But again, this doesn't have synergy with hand buffing, because this doesn't summon it from your hand, rather from your deck. Okay. Alright, so I think so we're going to summarize at the end of the video exactly what we think are going to be good cards. So, Aura Paladin and Hand Buff Paladin here. So let's have a look at the next class, which is Priest. I think definitely this card can make a lot of minions which are very powerful if they're silenced. So definitely Silence Priest is an option. And with this card here, so what's going on here? Why is it going so slowly? This is definitely very good for Overhill Priest. I can also have a Dragon Priest, it seems. Let's see what sort of dragons we've got for each dragon you're holding. But I don't see any actual dragons, which is a bit confusing. Well, rest of your game, your hero power refreshes whenever you play a card. That's an interesting one. That could work quite nicely with Reno, actually. You have a Reno deck, and you play this. Then whenever you play a card, you get another Reno, so you can theoretically, yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, you could do some crazy stuff, I imagine. You could buff something up 5 times with the yellow Reno thingy, I guess, or something like that. Once per game, if you've summoned 5 other dragons, take an extra turn. My goodness, that looks very dangerous. So it can only be once per game, so they already learnt the lesson from the Mage quest, which lets you just replay it over and over. Take an extra turn. So let's see if you're on turn 10, you play something with 4 attack and 5 attack. Then the next turn you could play Alexstrasza and just do 9 damage, bring them down to 6 health. Yeah, I can see that's a very dangerous card, this. Yeah, so definitely Dragon Priest. Dragon Priest definitely looking very, very strong. If it can survive the aggro decks, I would imagine this would be a very powerful deck. Especially with the new Alexstrasza in the core set. Okay, let's have a look at Rogue. Let's see what we've got here. Pirate, yeah, we already said that Pirate, Rogue, and Burgle Rogue are immediately what we think's happening. Draw minion if it's a pirate, get a coin. Maybe Wishing Well. Wishing Rogue. Because we've got a new way to generate a coin now. Discover a spell from another class. So anything with another class. I don't get this. Discover a spell from another class, get a copy of it. I mean, not the actual spell. That's a very strange wording there. Does that mean you get 2 or 1? Can't tell. Okay, again we've got... Right, it seems that they're heavily focusing on pirate sort of stuff. Right, and it's very good for cheap weak minions. Obviously play a 1-cost card, get a copy of it, costs 0. Oh. Hey, I wonder if you can do some sort of like combo with that. I see you've got some face damage, which costs 1 damage. But then you do something to make all your cards cost 1 more or something like that. Or maybe discount a 1-cost card and play for 0. Oh, that's interesting. Let's say if you prep a 1-cost card, would that still give you the copy? I don't know, interesting. Summon a pirate that attacks a random enemy. Wow, what a strange... God, why would you want that? Oh, I guess if it's on an empty board, it could go face. Another pirate. The miniaturized one as well. What's this? Another pirate. Archie summon pirate, summon a copy of it that attacks a random enemy that then dies. Okay. Summon 2 random 4-cost minions, cost 1 less for each card you draw this turn. That's just a random filler card, it seems. Could work if you've got very high card draw. Okay, so that's Rogue. We're on to Shaman now. Let's see what Shaman's got. Deal 2 damage. Right, so that's a very good burn spell, but I don't see any other burn spells for like anything like a spell damage shaman. You know, bioluminescence isn't in the expansion anymore anyway, so... Draw battle cry minion. I don't know what sort of battle cry minions would be interesting here. Draw 2 spells that cost 5 or more, but transform them into slimes that cast this spell. Oh. Is there some sort of battle cry synergy in this expansion? Because why would I want that specifically to be a battle cry? I'm sure it's not just for the 1/1 body. Right, the slimes are not elementals. Okay, so elemental shaman. I can't see a different archetype here. Okay, summon. A random 3-cost beast, dragon, elemental, and murloc. Alright, that's... I don't know what to make of that. Ah, and then you've got this. Right, so I guess you're looking at some sort of Maybe it's like a wide, like a token deck even. Told to lose a summon copy of this. What's going on with the battle cries here? Oh, now it makes sense. Shadow block. So Shadow block is back. Your next battle cry triggers 3 times but can't damage the enemy hero. Right. Now this is starting to make sense. That's starting to make sense. Right, so these slimes. So I guess Haggith of the Fabled played after Shadow block would give you 6 spells which all cost 1 mana. I see. Right, okay. So it could be Battle Cry. So I got the Weapon Wind Fury because of the where's the Wind Fury? I'm sure there's a shaman thing which had Wind Fury. Yeah, give your a hero 1 attack and Wind Fury this turn. Okay, so you've got something to do with Weapon Wind Fury, hand buff shaman maybe, or maybe a token shaman. Token shaman, or maybe just Reno shaman, because all these cards are pretty good. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. I got lots of options for shaman here. I'm not sure if any of them are good though. Okay, let's go to the last 2 classes. Have a look at Warlock. Okay, so Warlock. Endgame resurrect your demons. So it looks like besides handlock, you've also got big demons here. So this is a big demon. This is some demon support here and there. Attack your hero. Oh wow, a 3 mana 5/6 which does 5 damage to you. But if you've got your weapon equipped, the harp, then it will actually heal you. That is pretty strong. That is a strong card. 3 mana 5/6. That could be quite strong, even for the current power creep meta. Draw demon, death rattle. Swap places with it. So Nemzi draws a weapon. When Nemzi dies, that when she dies, you automatically cheat out the demon. Yeah, so that wouldn't work with Sargeras. It was a bit risky playing this. Alright, let's see what this does. 3 damage, costs 1 less, right? Alright, some copies of 2 demons in your deck. So these are 2 copies, so you actually get to play the demons again. Resurrect your last demon that died. Yes, there's a very big demon card. What does this do? Wheel of Death, interesting. Destroy your... What? Destroy your deck in 5 turns. Destroy the enemy hero? What on earth? What a bonkers card. Well, we've got some cards which can benefit from that. You've got the Opera, the Phantom of the Opera. Whatever it is, that 30 mana card, which is a 15/15 lifesteal taunt. But it'll cost 0 as soon as you play this. And also, if you keep your Symphony of Sins in your hand, then after playing this, the next turn you fatigue for 1, but then you put your Symphony of Sins into your deck, and yeah, that could help stall out as well. Very, very interesting. Right, so there's definitely Big Demon and the Hand Warlock going on here. Finding Warrior. So Taunt Warrior. That's very strong cards for Taunt Warrior. Draw 2. Armor. Right, so this card triggers a death rattle, and you've got this card here. And you've got a miniature version of this as well. So actually, if you've actually got 2 of the minis boom wrenches in your hand, then, and this is equipped, so you could just equip the 1/1, then equip the other 1/1, then break that by attacking with it. So you're really already, just for 2 mana plus this, triggers death rattle 1, 2, 3 times. Wow, that's 24 damage. Summon the high cost minion from your hand, then deal 5 damage to it. What? What? Don't get that. Is it? Why would you want to do that much damage? Warning. Oh, I see. If you've got firework, you get your bots. Boom bots. Alright. Oh, I see, right. And this will take the 5 damage straight away with bot face. I see. Right, and there's resurrect 2 friendly mechs that cost 5 or more. So it could be bot face, or it could be this. Could even be Ziliax. Yeah, so what I was thinking is play Inventor Boom, resurrect this, then break the weapon 3 times by playing the 1/1, playing the other 1/1, then attacking. So that breaks 3 weapons in a row, all for an extra 2 mana. So that works out perfectly mana-wise. Inventor Boom into playing 2 1/1 weapons gets you 24 damage. Nice. Look at this. Wow. While building your deck, customize your very own Ziliax. Okay, Corridor Sleeper. Okay. We didn't notice anything too good here. You got a few cards which synergize with certain decks. This one's very interesting. It could be just for a Reno deck, maybe just for an extra threat. This 2/4 becomes a 4/8, it becomes an 8/16, and the second one goes through. And then 16/32. That gets very nasty already. Yeah. Reminds me of like Gremlins for some reason. The whole multiplying thing. Right, this one's a really interesting one. I don't see these seeing play as opposed to like meme decks. There'll be some people who try to get them to work. I mean, this one, I really don't get what the moustache thing is. It's talking about a 4 mana 3/4 which draws an expensive minion, and you give it a moustache as well. So, what on earth? 2 temporary frost spells. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, Whizbang. Splendiferous Whizbang. You start the game with one of Whizbang's experimental decks. Very nice. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 decks. So this deck has cards from all classes and spell schools. Okay. It's got 3 wishes. Okay. Oh, I see. That's not the actual whole deck. It has included a few cards. Okay. So the third one's Deck of Discovery. Lots of discovered druid spells and minions. For 0 mana, okay. So you can construct your own deck on the fly. This deck is full of 2 copies of legendary cards. Yep, that could be strong, but very random. Because this deck, the problem with this type of deck, so maybe you put this in Warlock, so at least you got some card draw, but you find that if in legendary only decks, one of the major problems you get is there's no card draw. So if you put this in Warlock, it might work. Cards in this deck transform into random playable cards each turn while in hand. Oh right, so basically you've got a completely random deck. So you get to play your cards each turn. You're guaranteed to have cards which you can play this turn. It's a very interesting idea. This deck is heroic. This deck has 7 copies of Astral Automaton. So maybe put this in a priest deck, or no, because it will replace the pre-existing automatons. Deck of treasures. Deck has 5 duels treasures in it. Oh, just to rub a salt in the wound. All the duels lovers are not just losing duels, but they'll have to remember it as well because of this. Okay, your deck has 3 shaman quests. What? 3 shaman quests? That is nasty. Wow. Begin 3 shaman quests. Oh, simultaneously, because usually you can only play 1 quest at a time. Wow, okay. This deck only has 20 cards. Okay, this deck is evil as opposed to heroic. Very interesting. Don't know what to make of that. I've faced a couple of these decks already, beaten them without too much of a problem. Definitely a meme. Whenever you cast a spellfield board with random means of that cost. So you play this turn 10, that's the obvious one. Or turn 11 if you've got audio amplifying, you've got 11 mana. So you cast a 5-cost spell and you fill the board with 5-cost minions. Wow. That's powerful. Swap stats with another minion. That looks pretty good. That could go in Dragon Priest, Dragon Druid. Oh, Geppetto is back. Geomancer Geppetto. Get copies of every 1 attack, 1 health minion you've played this game. Oh, and because we've got cards like this, or the, what's it called? This one, Origami Frog, then you got Origami Crane. Yeah. So they get resurrected. Or get copies of them. Not as scammy as the other one, but pretty good value. It's a pretty powerful mech as well. That could also go into the big warrior mech deck. 1 less for each card you've drawn this game. Okay, so I'm sure people are getting a bit of an idea of what the meta's got in store for them. So therefore, just summing up, for Demon Hunter, we think there's going to be either a Swarm Demon deck or a Big Demon deck. For Death Knight, it's looking like a Rainbow Death Knight meta. with some hand buffing going on. Got a lot of hand buffing for Death Knight now. For Druid, it looks like spell damage Druid, Dragon Druid, and possibly even Jade Druid. We could throw the Jade in to one of the other archetypes. It's an extra win condition. For Hunter, you've got Beast, like a wide Beast board with a... What was that new card we had? With RC Rampage, things like that, and all the other beast synergies which we got. We've got Master's Call now as well. So we've got lots of things with beast synergy now. So you could play wide boards, or you could play for a big beast hunter, because you've got some very good options for very large beasts at the moment. Got King Plush, you've got Banjo Saw, you've got this to resurrect 5 minions, 5 beasts. Tyrannosaurus. Also, you could get a lot of damage here. This does 6. This does 5. If it dies. Oops. Yeah, so anyway, so big beasts. Mage, you've got spell only mage, and I think you've got elemental mage might be good as well. Of course, the old archetypes of secret mage and things like that, and mining mage are probably still going to be playable, if not strong. Watch out, because sometimes the strongest decks could be just adjusted ones from the previous expansion. You've got Paladin, we said you've got the Aura Paladin or Hand Buff Paladin, and new archetypes. For Priest, you've got Overheal. Your Overheal Priest, you've got Silence Priest. Got to look through the minions which you want to silence before making such a deck. We'll have a look at them. Rogue, you've got Burgle Rogue, Wishing Rogue, and Pirate Rogue. Shaman, you've got like a weapon heavy deck where you can give the weapon Wind Fury. Otherwise, you could just play elemental on curve, elemental deck. You could play okay. So that's Shaman. Shaman's got, I think Reno Shaman could be good as well. Maybe Token Shaman. It seems to have a few cards which generate many minions. And then you can buff your board and your hand and your deck. So what do we say? Rogue was Pirate, Burgle, Wishing. Shaman, we've got lots of different options with Shaman. Then we've got Warlock. It looks like you've got Handlock or Big Demon Warlock. So one's more of a scam deck later on, whereas Handlock is just a strong deck which plays tempo big minions. And then finally you've got Mech Warlock, where you can even do some sort of OTK deck. With the weapon there and the resurrect card. You could just go for a nice value with Ziliax. Yeah, very good. What's this one? Oh, we've got this as well. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. That's my ideas for the new expansion, and we'll see which ones play out. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.